too, if you're going to be doing a bonfire or anything around your trucks, and you like to put it on the tailgate, make sure you maybe have a fire extinguisher or a bucket so you can run into the Gulf and splash some water on there, or at least a blanket or something.
The recent rainfall has been really good to see.
Bring it on.
You know, with a couple places over Easter getting around 2 inches.
Oh, yeah.
Some even more than that.
That was like a welcome thing. Like, we had plans at, Labonte Park, but we're glad that it rained.
It was super nice, and nice that, it's after spring break, but still nice that before it gets too hot that people can do some bonfires at the beach.
For sure.
Right now.
Sure.
Well,
hopefully you're sleeping in, or at least you're awake having coffee watching us in bed. I'm down with that. I know my wife is right now.
Yeah.
So she's wondering about this rain, though.
Yes, the rain that is behind me right now on radar is north of us, actually, around north of Austin this morning, and it's really just replaying the last several hours. You can see a line of storms have moved into those counties north of San Antonio and Austin this morning, and that area is under a severe storm watch until 8 a.m. this morning. Here locally, we aren't seeing any of that, but we are seeing a few showers out and around the coastal bend. But tonight, we do have a chance to see some severe weather, a few storms potentially in our brush country. That is the possibility. However, whether we see that is a little tricky because it's all based on upper level energy. But most of us under a level 1 out of 5 risk, and then just grazing our region is a level 2 out of 5 risk in Duval, Live Oak, and the tip of B County. And so, like I mentioned, that we may not see anything, but the possibility is there for an isolated to a couple of severe storms to pop up. And if they do, here are the threats with that: a 1/4 inch of hail or greater, or some strong winds over 60 miles per hour. An isolated tornado can't be ruled out as well. And the timing for this is going to be in the evening. So you're going to want to make sure you have access to alerts this evening, especially if you live out towards the brush country, because if we see something move out from Mexico into the coastal bend, it's got a better chance of it still being strong if you live further out west. And this whole chance for some severe storms is really going to be fueled by what we're seeing in the upper levels. And that's why the forecast is tricky. It's tricky to nail down timing and tricky to really say whether it's going to happen or not, because we're not monitoring something at the surface that we can physically see happen as it passes through the state of Texas. What we are watching is for some upper level energy to track over the state today. And I want to point out, over this evening, you'll see some upper level energy over Mexico. What we're really watching is for how the upper level energy creates some storms over the mountains in Mexico. Now, mountains generally create some stronger storms because they allow for the air to really lift up, and that creates a stronger storm there. And so whether or not we actually see anything in the coastal bend is going to depend on whether anything actually makes it out of Mexico and into Texas and all the way into our region. So around afternoon is when we'll start to see some of those storms develop here on Futurecast. You can see they'll start trying to push into Texas, and then this particular model does pretty much have them fade away before even crossing the border. Maybe one small storm make it in, but then it's out before it hits our particular region. There are other models that aren't showing the exact same thing. There is one high resolution model that's actually showing the storm getting closer to the brush country, but as soon as it hits Duval County, really fading away. So the possibility is there to see an isolated storm. So we are going to have to watch out for that. Again, make sure you do have the ability to receive some alerts tonight. But outside of our widely scattered chance for rain or thunderstorms, we're going to be fairly breezy today. We're looking at sustained winds out of the south southeast from about 15 to 25 miles per hour, gusting up to around 35 miles per hour. And those high temperatures are going to be capped at in the low 80s. So pretty similar to what we saw yesterday, with lots of clouds, winds, and temperatures about average. But again, that chance for some thunderstorms is there today. John Thomas.